Hey, hello. Nice to see you. Let's wait a little bit for everybody to join, but just like a minute or two, because today's topic is really amazing. What I want to show you is quality of articles that was never seen before using AI. Like, so what you can actually achieve if you do it in a little bit different way. So how AI agents can help you out for smarter and stronger content. And this is what I will talk about. I will show you the product. It's a product tour. So I will show you the product, the things that we wanted to improve in the product for so long, and we finally did it. We were able to do things that will elevate your content to totally a different level. So if you're here, sit down and I will show you exactly what I mean. I will show you not only the product, but I will show you the end result, what you can get, what you can expect, and the philosophy behind it. So if you're here, say hi. Glad that you're here. Really amazing to show you what we have built. To start straight away, today's webinar is about AI article quality that you've never seen before, new AI agents that we built into the tool, into SEOwind for smarter and stronger content. Why? For a simple reason, because we talk with a lot of customers, what they need to do with the content that was produced with SEOwind. And basically, we've heard a lot about improving the content afterwards, proofreading it with humans, and trying to make it as good as possible. But the main thing was how much time they have to put in to make the content useful and what they should do to make it better. We also did interviews with people who just use AI for content creation, and we asked them about the process, about their problems, what do they feel. We also talked with people that don't like AI writing. What exactly is the problem? And the main thing that we heard is simple. We need to edit the content that we're getting from AI. Too much fluff, repetitiveness, not enough data, not enough information about us. So we took it all into account and figure out how to do it. So let me start by showing you exactly what we changed in the product and how much we changed by using AI agents, adding them into the process, into the workflow that we already have to make the content far better. So simple as that. Like when we want to start writing articles, we go with create a brief. So I have an article that I want to write, which is connected to AI writing. So I will add how to create AI articles. This is exactly the article that I want to go after because we're talking about it exactly here. Then what you do, you choose location. Location means the location of search results. So I would choose United States. And language, for me, it's English. Right now we added also Arabic and Hebrew, but like choose the language that you want to write with. Then the project is kind of like a bookshelf that helps you to optimize even further for AI writing. And so AI exactly knows who you are, and we can build a profile of you right now that exceeds the expectations of most AI tools. Like, so we actually get into more details. We go to your page, we scrape a lot of information from your page, but I will talk about it a little bit later. So then you can generate an article with one click, and here are the two new agents, which is AI Research Agent and AI Eval and Refine Agent, which work on the briefs, on the articles, and make them even better. But like what I will do, I'll unclick it because I want to show you exactly how it looks in the brief. When I'm ready, I'm clicking Create a Brief. And then, as you know, like it will take about 2-3 minutes to gather all the knowledge that we need to make the content, like to start writing the content and creating the brief. So I have a little bit of time, so I'll show you what to do in the project and what's new there. I'll go to my project, SEOwind. So as you already know, like you can define the project name and the domain name. The domain is very important from our perspective because what we do, we go to this domain and we scrape a lot of data from there. We want to learn more about your company, about your product, about your services. Maybe you have some case studies, maybe you have some additional things. We want to build a profile of you. Why? Because when you're working with a human, the human gets better with every interaction, and they actually can dig deeper into your website, because your website is your special matter expert. Everything that you publish there, it's something that is your expertise. So we want to also get some data from there. We try to build the profile of you so we can give AI all the knowledge about you. Who is it working for? So it knows that and can create better articles. That's why it's on us to create your profile. You can then choose between free models. So Anthropic Claude 3.7 Sonnet. So like it's a new model that was released 2 weeks ago, or GPT-4o, or Google Gemini 1.5 Pro. You can choose between them and then work with it. Then you have brand voice. The brand voice is the voice that you'll be using for AI writing. To create your brand voice, like I already have it created, and I don't want to delete it for now, but you just need to click. If you don't have a brand voice here, you click a button, and then it pops up. What you can do is go to your page, go to any of your articles, copy the article. So like just go copy paste the article, go back here, paste it in, and deliver it to AI. Based on the article, the sample text that you provide, AI will tell you how do you sound. So basically it will take your article and it will analyze, like, what is my brand voice? Like, how can I mimic? How can I define how you sound? And based on that, we create a brand voice. Whenever you will be writing with AI and you see like, okay, I need to amplify on that, you can always come back here and you can actually change it from your perspective. How do you want it to sound? Because it's really important. You're a human, you're a special matter expert in the field, you're a marketer. If you see some flaws in the things, like how did you explain it to AI, go back, pull the levers that you want, make it as good as possible. If you're happy with that, just hit save and leave it in the project. Then we have company details. So like at the moment, if you create a new project, the cool feature that we have, we actually fill it out for you. This is an initial version that we will provide you. And based on that, you can either leave it as is, or you can delete it or edit it however you want. But we want to simplify your life. We don't want you to spend hours on figuring out a short explanation or description of your company or company information, product, services. We want to speed up the work. If you have it ready somewhere in a document that you store in your marketing department, like just put it in, change it, however you feel. Like it's really important. We want to have your perspective. What is the tool? We try to define it on our side, as you can see, but we also need some information from you. And then what we have is internal linking and SEO missions. So basically, internal linking is based on Google Search Console integration. If you have access to Google Search Console, you can link SEOwind account to your Google Search Console. What we will do, we will download all your data about the keywords that you rank for, with all the information about the pages that you rank for, and we will use this data for internal linking. So we will, when we're AI writing the article, we will actually add internal links into the article based on this data. When we're downloading the data from Google Search Console, it can be like 50,000, 75,000, 100,000 keywords. We will also like do a couple of tricks with them. So for example, we use stemming for increasing the number of keywords that we're actually looking at. And then when we have the article ready, we'll go through the whole article to find relevant places to link to, and we'll add directly the internal linking based on the data from Google Search Console. So basically, we're kind of using the opinion of Google or what to link with. You can, of course, also remove certain internal links. Like, so if you don't want to link to German site, Spanish one, because you have it within your page or knowledge base or help or something, just include the part of URL that you don't want to link to. We will go through it. What we also have is the SEO missions. It's kind of like a competitor gap analysis. So we will go after the keywords of your keywords and compare it to competitor keywords, and we will find and help you out with the finding gaps between you and your competitors so you can actually start writing the articles straight away. So let's go back to the briefs. Hopefully my brief is already ready and we can start working with that. And we have it. So when the brief is ready, I can enter the brief. So I will start with a simple thing to show you like how it's all structured in the brief. So once the brief loads, you can see that it's divided into two sides. On the left side, as you can see, I have all the data. And on the right side, I have my brief. So let's start with what we actually do. So we start with going after this keyword. So how to create AA articles. We go to Google in United States, because this is the country that I've chosen, and we check who ranks for that. So like basically here we have exactly the copy from Google who ranks for that. So we have position 1, position 2, position 3, position 4, and so on. Why? Because they nailed the search intent. They did hell of a job to nail the search intent. We don't want to go like totally in a different direction. We want to create something like that I call a sandwich between search intent and my opinions, my expertise on top. Like I would say 60% search intent and then additional data on top, and we will help you out. We want to simplify your life as much as possible. So on my right side, the thing that I would start with is checking out the keywords, like what kind of keywords I can rank for. So it's really nice to know like how to create AA articles is the keyword that I want to go after, but there's definitely a lot more keywords that I can go after. On my right side, I will scroll down to a section called secondary keywords. We already chosen some keywords for you based on our algorithm, like to see like what kind of keywords we should go after. Every single one of them has a search volume. But what you can do actually is go to competitor keywords. So normally as a marketer, if you have access to Ahrefs or SEMrush or any other tool that will give you data about keywords, you would open up like this specific tool. So Ahrefs, for example, you would copy paste these URLs and you would paste them into Ahrefs, open up like 10 tabs and create and start finding the keywords that you want to rank for. The problem with that is that you have to open up like 5 to 10 tabs of your competition and memorize stuff like and then pull keywords from different competitors and try to figure out which one is the best one. Me personally, I hate having multiple tabs open when writing the articles because I lose concentration. And if I have like already 10 tabs open, like because I want to go after keywords, I have to memorize stuff instead of focusing on what's important. So choosing the right keywords. So here, what we have the keywords that these competitors rank for. I already have like the keywords that like if they are chosen by me, like they'll be marked as chosen. So I don't have to memorize what I have on my right side. I can actually go through them and see the keywords, look for keywords that I want to go after. So for example, if I want to go after AI content writer tools, I would just add it to my right side. And I would scroll down like even further just to find the ones that I want. Then I would go to the second one. I can find the keywords that I would like to go with. So for example, AI article writer, of course, I would like spend more time here. But as you can see, these keywords are color coded. Why? Because when we downloaded the keywords, the maximum amount of keywords that we can download, like, and we're like showing you is 50. And we're only showing the ones that are in top 30 positions. We're not going beyond that because in our opinion, it starts to be irrelevant and it's very random. So like we want to focus on at least top 30 positions. So when we download the keywords here, 50, 50, 50, like basically a lot, I would say around 300 keywords because there's some overlap. We're pushing it back to AI, asking it kindly, dear AI, can you please cluster these keywords for me? Because I want to understand how they are grouped together. Instead of having 300 keywords, I would prefer to have them grouped so logically it's much easier for me to understand how they work with each other. So basically, these are the colors that show the group. So this is one group, this green is another one, this gray is another one, and this violet is another one, and so on. When I go to the keywords of my competition, I have the same keywords here on the left. So if I want to, for example, go with more violet keywords, I will see the violet like here on the left. straight away. Or for example, if I want to go like something new, I would see like, okay, that's pink. Like I don't have any pink here. Probably it's connected to like free AA block generator. So something that is like a different thing. If I feel that is this is important, I know already, okay, like I saw pink, I don't have any pink. It's easier to find them. Or if I want to go more into different color, it will be a lot easier for me to find because I read colors far faster than I can read text. If I don't like something, I can, of course, remove them from the right side. Okay, let's go to the next part, which is competitor outlines. Because the next thing that you normally, as a marketer, focus on is competitor outlines because you want to learn more about the search intent. So why do you do it and how do you do it? So basically what I normally did before, I go to every single competitor, I open them up in separate tabs, and I would scroll through them. So again, like we have already 10 tabs open for Ahrefs. Right now we'll have 10 tabs open for our competitors and a lot of scrolling. My finger would really, really hurt. But to be honest, when you're going to your competitors, you're looking just through the context of your competitors. So basically, you're screening through the outlines just to understand exactly what did they do to nail the search intent. And to be honest, again, like you would need to memorize a lot of things like that are happening with your competitors. So what we are doing, we're actually going with AI to help you out to write an outline. We filled out already the whole right side for you using the data from the left side just because so you don't have to wait for AI to work. We want you, whenever you enter the brief, we want you to start working straight away. So to have something that makes sense. Okay, so how did we create this outline? What we did, we created this outline by going to AI, asking it kindly, dear AI, I'm writing an article on how to create AI articles. Can you help me out to write a comprehensive outline for that? You can go to vanilla uh, LLM like ChatGPT, for example. You can do the same, but the problem of that, like it will retrieve you data and it will give you information that it thinks will nail the search intent. But the problem is that it doesn't have all the search intent about like the information from your competitors. So what we're doing on top, we're saying like, hold on there, AI, can you help me out to analyze my competition? Here are the outlines of my competition. Can you help me out to define the dream, the best possible outline that will nail the search intent based on the data that I'm just providing you with? And then AI shows me that. So basically, this is an outline that is not a copy from any of my competitors, but it shows me exactly like what I want to like focus on. So right now, my goal is because I'm a big believer in something that I call cyborg method. So a human working with AI together. What I need to do as a special matter expert in the field, I need to improve it as much as possible. The great thing is that I also have access to all of my competitors, and we used vectors just to analyze and what kind of things we already covered. So whenever you see something that is blue, that means like we are already talking about it and we know where's the more context of the page. So I can still go for my competition. Let's go a little bit up and find something that I really would like to work with and find something that I'm missing. So like if I scroll through my outline, I can say like, okay, you know what, actually, I don't like manually editing and proofreading. So I'll just like highlight the whole part with using shift. So I click the first one, click shift on my keyboard, click the last one, and I'll just delete it because I feel, okay, I don't need this part. But for example, I can see that like, oh, I'm missing SEOwind, like it's not in SERP results. So what I will do, I'll actually add SEOwind because I want to talk about my company. I'll hit enter, but the H2, like, so I can see like all the competitors are listed as H4. So I just need to change this to H4. And here we are. If I'm missing something from the left side, so let's go with how I use AI in my work. Let's say like I am missing this thing and I would like to add it here. I'm like highlighting the place where I want to add it and I would just add it straight to my outline. this is how I would build my outline. I would make it as good as possible. I would go through everything that is there. If I feel that like I don't want to go with something, I would definitely do it. One thing that I can see that I'm missing is an FAQ section. AI decided like not to add it, but I want to actually add it. So I'll just like add FAQ. And on my left side, I will scroll down to the next section, which is questions to answer. So here is questions to answer. So people also ask questions from Google, questions from Quora, questions from Reddit. I highlighted the place where I want to add them, and I'll just add the ones that I feel make sense. Again, they're structured in the wrong way because H2 FAQ is H2. We like our system didn't know what to do with that. Like exactly, that's why we're adding always as H2. I will click the last one, click Shift on my keyboard, click the first one, and then just change the indent to H3 to have like a really nice structure. Okay, we have the outline. Let's go back to the top. We have the title, we have the description, like how did we build it? So basically we went to AI asking it kindly, dear AI, can you help me out to create a title for this specific topic? Here are the outlines of our competitors that like nail the search intent. So like we're giving again the context. If I don't like it, I can still ask AI to help me out and give me additional propositions. Again, we're delivering AI context of what we want and helping you out to choose one. If I feel that I want to choose a different one, I'm just clicking it and choosing a different one. If I want to edit it anyhow, I of course can, like I'm in control. The same goes with description. If I want to rewrite the description, if I want to choose something else, I can. If I want to edit it, I can. We will help you out. Remember, AI is there to help you. You're a special matter expert that has all the impact on how the brief looks like. The next sections, and now it like starts to get interesting. So we went through the outline. We have the secondary keywords, like we will build on top of that. So here's really amazing stuff like that makes SEOwind shine. And this is exactly what changes the whole game. So what do we have here? So first of all, you have a couple of toggles that you can enable or disable. First thing is company and product information. So if you toggle this on, what we will do, like we'll take the information from the project. This is the first thing. We will also take information from your page and we will retrieve the data that we need and add them in a specific place to the outline. So for example, if like I can see here, SEOwind, we will retrieve data, additional context from your page and from whatever you said about like SEOwind, and we will add it there. We will find a relevant place to add information for AI, so it's contextual, so AI exactly understands what to and where to write about it. And we will basically put it there. We will not spray all over the place with information about your company because that's salesy. That makes no sense. This is not how a human would do it. So we find a relevant place. Then there is AI research agent. And this is really an amazing thing that we added about a month ago. And it's tremendous what it can do. So basically, when you hit here, generate AI article, like this is all what's getting triggered. AI research agent, what it does, it's the first step that we do after you click the button. It takes the whole brief. So it basically takes the title, description, the whole outline, all the competition, just to understand exactly like what is the search intent. And it helps out to find relevant resources. So it's an autonomous AI agent that makes decisions. It has access to multiple tools that it can retrieve data from. And it's simply what it does. It decides, okay, I need more statistics like about this and that. I need more thought leadership insights about this and that. Like for this specific heading, I need some case studies. Maybe I need to check like for emerging trends, insights on your website. I need to dig deeper into the things that you have. So if you have, for example, some case studies, we will look for them if they're relevant for the outline. But the most important part, the agent acts autonomously, so makes decisions based on the outline. So just like a human would do, to retrieve specific types of data that are a fit for this specific article. So if you're creating an listicle of things, we will retrieve like additional data about the list. This is the amazing thing that the agent does. It goes after the data that we need for this specific brief. We didn't predefine the questions that it has to ask. It makes decisions like how to retrieve and from where to retrieve, and then it executes on that. We also like take the data from your website. So as I said, we have a database. We use retrieval augmented generation to do that. Then, like, what we do afterwards, we have the data from the brief, we have the data from the project. We go into AI and we start writing the article. So when we write the article, so what we do, we go piece by piece, like through the article and write it like in a way. We go to AI telling it, look, AI, I'm writing the article that has this title, this description, this is the outline, this is your brand voice that you should use throughout the writing this article, but let's write it in pieces. So let's start with this H2. For this H2, we found this information in the search intent of competition that this is really important. We found additional statistics and quotes for this specific heading. We have these case studies from these pages about like that will help you out to write it for this specific heading. We will find like these and these thought leadership insights that are really interesting when considering this specific heading, and so on. So basically, for every single heading, like we will have information that directly is relevant for this specific heading. We will add also specific keywords that we also match to specific headings, and this is how we will write it. One thing that I didn't mention yet, like you can also add your own insights, basically, if you have some knowledge about this specific thing, because you're a special matter expert. So it's really important. Why? Because you have a lot of expertise. You talk to the customers, you talk to the product team, to marketing team, to sales team. Like you went through a lot of experience, and you can create better context. What you can add, so you can add additional maybe case studies that you found, like that you are interested in, or like specific experience you want to share experience. So in example, I have like something. And basically, I'm saving whatever I have in the outline. So it's all about SEOwind because I want to give more information to AI about SEOwind. Coming back to what we have. So basically, this what we gave in your insights, what we will do, we will parse it with AI, divide it into separate pieces, and then find the relevant place in the outline and add it as context to AI, telling like, look, AI, for this specific heading, our special matter expert said this and that. Like, this is really important what you have to focus on, because from our experience, this is like something that we want to add to the article. Your experience is very important. And again, next thing, so AI, evil, and refine agent. I didn't go like according to like the toggles, but what I'll tell you why. Because when we're generating the article, like we use all of this data that I already went through, and when you have this toggle, AI, evil, and refine agent on, what it will do, once the article initial draft, like that earlier was like basically the article that you were getting, when it's ready, what you would do with that, we give it to an agent that is an evil agent. So like what it does, it evaluates exactly the article, and it looks for strengths, weaknesses, and actionable points. Like what exactly we should do, how we should improve it, and what kind of additional data we should go after to pull in, like so to actually extract from different sources and to rewrite the article. So why it's important at this stage? Because once the article is ready, we have like a broader perspective of the article. What is it about? So we can actually proofread it in a better way. We can evaluate it as much better. Like this is a critique stage. So basically we use AI as a critique that goes through it and tells like exactly what's good, what's bad, and how to improve it. And again, it extracts additional data from different sources that at this point it can see like, okay, you know what, we are actually missing some case studies here and there. Again, this agent works autonomously. So basically, it has a set of tools that it can like use to evaluate the article and then execute specific tasks to improve it. And then we rewrite the article again to improve it even further. Once the article is ready, we add internal links. So we can set this toggle on to add internal links. We use Google Search Console data to be able to find relevant places to add the article. I will not write the article here because it will take 20 minutes at the moment, or 15 to 20 minutes to write the whole article. I have the same topic ready, so I can go through and show you exactly how it looks like from the perspective of the article. So you can actually see what is the difference in the article. And I promise you, like, you will actually see how different these articles are, because we wanted, our goal was simple: to improve the article as much as possible, to limit the editing afterwards. It has to be as close as possible to human written content. If you should focus on the main thing to improve it even further based on your experience. So from the first glance, like, this is an editor that is inside the tool. You can see that we're using data points. So basically, if we find some information about the data, we will include that as an external link. If you want to remove the link, that's your choice, of course, but we will show you where we found it. So we're limiting the hallucinations because we're providing AI with knowledge, as I said, like, to a specific heading. So look, AI, for this specific heading, this data will be useful. So this is the first thing that you will notice straight away. And this is an eye catcher. So like something that is really focusing on EAT and increasing the dwell time of people, because that's a trust signal. When you show the data from different pages, and when you put it into the context, like, it decreases the fluff, it increases the value, and as I said, it focuses on the things that matter. So this is exactly what you will notice firsthand. So the second thing that you will see, like, sometimes if we have like a possibility to add a table, which is again another really good eye catcher. I haven't seen any AI writing tool that creates like tables at this level. We will definitely add it. If we have some examples or code, even, like, we can actually create code snippets and add them to the article. Again, next thing that will stop like people and proves that, like, okay, they have examples, they have something that makes sense, it will actually improve. There were also like a couple of internal links. So for example, like, if we will find internal links like this one, you can see that we're finding like internal linking opportunities, and we were basically implementing that into the article. You will have bullet points, like the structure of the page is really well organized, like, so it's screenable, it's easy to go with. Okay, so let's go back to the top, and let me show you a little bit more. So because this is an editor that you can work with and do a couple of really cool things. So first of all, straight in the editor, what you can do, you can use AI. So like, if I highlight a specific thing, I can rewrite, I can expand, I can shorten, I can humanize this specific part, or I can actually change it on how I want it to be. So if I want to make it funny as hell, I can do it straight from here. And now, right, AI will help me out to do it. If I want to turn it into a table, I can. If I want to turn it into bullet points, if I have some additional things that I want to add, I definitely can. Once it's done, like, so right now it's generating, I can insert below or replace the section. To be honest, I prefer insert it below, just to compare one to the other and to see like how much AI changed it. And based on that, I can improve whatever I did. I'll delete it for now. This is like a really huge difference that helps me with editing the whole thing. But let's say that I still prefer to humanize it even further. If I really still feel that like I'm seeing some things that I would like to improve and reduce the AA detection, if you really are keen, here's a button that you can actually click. So once I hit it, we will start to rewrite the whole article based on the things that you just wanted. So like, to humanize it, to make it better in a sense, for AA detectors, and also like to remove redundant stuff, like remove fluff and so on. As you can see, we're doing it live. right now, like when you're looking at it, we're keeping all the links that we have. So if you have any links to specific sources, we will keep it. We will not remove it. Once it's done, you'll be able to toggle between the humanized version and the original version, so you can compare them to each other. And this way, you can actually make decisions which one is better, how much you like, or one or the other. I really like the humanized content because it even goes further than the refinement like agent, the evil and refined agent. But basically, hope that you understand and you're so excited as I am, like with the value of content, how much we focus on EAT factors, because it's basically visually, you can see how much it focuses on like these factors and how much you can gain. So thanks a lot for the whole, like for being here on the webinar, and hopefully you'll be able to test it out like yourself. Uh, and amazing to have you here. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day. Cheers.